Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to City Skylines. We have got a little bit of an issue over here with the water still overflowing on that bit, but that's mainly because of the waves that sort of travelled backwards and forwards after we put in, that we have that issue down in here. What do we do? Well, I did some redesigning of it, and I also did some, like, lifting out of, sinkhole. I made some sinkholes, and we also removed this wall, and that kind of made it slop backwards and forward in waves as well. So we got a whole load of water still sort of pouring over the wall there. It's not entirely staying still as it should, but it seems to be all right-ish. Anyway, I have gone over the 7,500, and I just got the achievement thing to, it just came up. So what we can do next is we can expand, and we can get another one down here. That's the one that we want to get next. Right there. Come back into here, and we can't, there's a little tiny bit there, but I don't mind about that. We've got our city up here. The big round circle one is expanding, and it's doing so quite nicely. I'm quite pleased with how everything is working up there. Our next task is to try and do something with the Poop Lake. And, of course, in order to be able to do that, we need to be able to sculpt the landscape. And this is going to be the tricky bit. So we're going to keep going along here, and we've got to try and lift the entire landscape up to this level. It's got to get that high all the way along. So in order to do that properly, I'm going to have to bring it out to that big one there and bring that along there. And then we got to work our way all the way through here. And this is the direction that I want it to go. Along there and around that side. I've got like a natural hilltop there. Now, the best route does appear to be here. We've got this natural hilltop that runs around here. It's going to leave some of this area down here open for other things. But we've got the railway and everything down there, so I don't want to do too much on that. And also, it's going to cost us a lot less if we use this piece up here. So if we can work our way through all of this, and it's going to have to come out there and come round like that, and along this bit here. We've still got to go up by quite a long way, mind. And I don't think we've actually got the money available to do this just yet. Well, we might do. It does take a bit. But if I can sort of just bring that along there, along the very top of this hill here. 38,000 left. And I've got more money coming in. We've got a good 10,000 a week coming in, which we're going to be using for this. And then, I mean, once we've done this, we've then got to go and do a whole load more construction, because I want to build a wall all the way along the top of this wall, and I've run out of money. Oh, no, I haven't. No, I've run out of soil. That's what I've run out of. Need to start taking some of this. We can take some of this along the edge here, dig out some of this down here, like this, and that's actually going to be quite handy, because it's going to mean that we've got a deeper basin here that we can use. And the deeper basin is definitely going to be useful. Gonna start digging out some of that there, and bring it along this way. How are we doing down here? We've got quite a bit of this hill here. I don't want to get too close to it, because we're only going to end up having to build it back up over again. And that's about it for there for a minute. And it's all the way up there that I've got to go. This is probably the worst bit over here. I've got to bring this up by a very, very long way in order to make this work. And I'm fast running out of money for it. We could do with somebody finding us a wallet. That would be quite good, like they just said there in that little clip. Right, I've run out of money again. And the garbage seems to have stopped a little bit. I was going to test this up here, wasn't I? Now, how are we doing? We're getting close to overflowing. I'm kind of happy for this to stay overflowing here. So long as it keeps running this way, it's just filling up the bit in the middle there. It's not really flowing over the edges there anymore. And this seems to have settled down a little bit as well. We do have some water trickling out over, but it's not too drastic. Oh, now we've got power issues. Right, let's sort out the power issues. A minute, what do we got? We're using 209. We literally don't have an oil power plant there is 50 grand. I don't have 50 grand. There's 20 grand there for another one of them. I don't have 20 grand either. I'm very low on money. Budget, loans, in here. That's 66 to pay. I got 56 left to pay. And expense. I could take another loan there. That's another 400 a week. I mean, I am taking in 10 grand a week. So if I take that, it's another 21,000. I can use that. And then I can go into the power section in here. And yes, I can't get that one yet, but I can drop that one in there. We'll bring this one over here. Put it over this side. And I'll put that in right there next to that one. It'll keep it going for a little while. That's just going to help it out for a bit. That's up to 240. I don't have any more cash. But it's at least sort of covered it. Have you noticed you can now... Ah! High density! Yes! Fantastic! Right. We want to start changing some of this to high density. We're going to go high density right in the middle of this. So I'm going to go with that one there. And I'm going to right-click and remove these buildings in the middle. Like this. They're going to go. And I'm going to replace them with high-density housing right in the dead center there. And then I'm going straight for this high-density here. And I'm actually not going to have a high-density commercial at all. That's going to be industrial zone. It's going to be offices all the way around on this circle. And I will be doing some more housing in just a minute. So we'll start doing this. This is going to get us a nice lot of additional... well, additional everything, really. There's going to be a lot of money coming in from these. And then on top of the money coming in from these, we're going to be getting a whole load of additional... well, actually, no, there's one other thing I think we're going to have to do here. We're going to have to go for... Yes, we do. We're now on to university. We've got high school. Elementary school, we're fine. High school, we're fine. University, we don't have any. We're going to need to put in a university. That one is 75,000. We'll have to start working on that one soon as well. But there is our offices, and there's the beginning of our high-density housing. If I come up... Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. Click that one on there. And then we go back to this one here. Right. If I go up round there and change that to high density housing all the way through, it should swap them over. You can do the same over here and swap those over. There we go. I don't think it actually matters whether you use high density or low density housing. I'm not sure if you actually need both in the city. I think you do. I think you do need zones of both types of housing. But I'm not 100% sure on that one. That's one that I haven't actually gone and looked up and investigated yet. And I suppose I ought to, really, at some point soon. There we go. We'll, I mean, it doesn't really matter at the moment, because this circle, I want this circle to be mostly high density all the way round. So if I put that up through there... And I can put high density onto that. There we go. All of that one is going to be high density housing. Like that. So I've dezoned and I've put in some offices. And then we're going out here and we're going to replace this commercial zoning here with high density commercial zoning. I'm actually going to do that as a complete circle all the way round. I'm going to replace the housing that I've got there. And while I'm at it, I'm going to delete all of this housing as well. I'll just go through and do that. And I'll undo both of these strips all the way around. I'll just quickly rub all of these out like this. Whoever it was that told me about having to right-click to... Just right-click. Way back near the beginning of the series. Someone said, oh, just press and hold the right button and you can delete it. Absolutely wonderful. You've saved me a huge amount of time, and I really do appreciate it. So bring that out like that. I did accidentally just delete a little bit of the high density marking that I've got in there. I'll have to change that over in a minute. Let me just put that back. There, those three. Nothing else. Right, let's keep right-clicking here and removing all of this. And that round there. Because we're going all the way around this circle. With high density. It's going to be high density housing and high density commercial. It does mean that we're removing a large chunk of our city at the moment. We've got 7,500 just now. And now suddenly we've removed a great deal of it. I'm going to go round and paint the circle for the high density commercial all the way through first. And then when I've done that, we can then go back through and do the high density residential that I've still got to colour in. And that's going to fill every other bit of it in. And it's going to be absolutely perfect. There we go. Bring that up through there. Keep going up that way. Come on round there. And bring that along there. There we go. Another little bit over here. We might have to add in some more services for this to work properly. But I'm hopeful. I am very hopeful this is going to work. And I should just be able to very quickly colour in the rest of this here with high density and not have it affected in any way. So I'll bring that all the way around there like that. I've already got the high density housing is starting to be built. At the moment, I'm going to leave the rest. I'm not going to change any more of it because we've dropped down a great deal, and I've also lost a huge chunk of money. I think in part because of all the people that have suddenly been made homeless. So if I leave the rest of it for a minute, they'll start building themselves back up again. We've got the offices building in the middle, and we've got all the rest of it building as well. We're going to have to just keep a close eye on this over here. Now, that now seems to have stopped, so that is soaking away, and it's no longer going out over that wall. This is completely submerged, but it's still working. That's the important bit. This one over here is still pouring out over, but it's forming a little pond down the bottom here. There's a permanent lake down there, and it's not altering whatsoever, which is good. That's what we want. All we got to do now is just finish building this piece here. I need to bring all of that through. We're already back up with money, and we've already got... The population is starting to come in droves of people are starting to come in now. So I can start building this bit up here. And I just want to make sure that this is going to be wide enough up through here. I've also got to make sure I don't spend all of my money, because I may be glad of a bit more money in a minute. There we go. Bring that out through. It's still working. And not enough money. Oh, no, not enough landfill. That's the other difficult bit. But I can dig a load out from here, and that's actually good. This is a really good thing, being able to just remove loads of soil from in here. Except that it's costing me a vast sum of money. That's it. There's all my money gone. But I've dug out a load more, so I've got more room for that lake to sit there. I'm quite looking forward to putting the wall up and then being able to knock it all down. And that wall there is going to come out from there, and it's going to come right the way along the top of that ridge, all the way round. It is going to be beautiful. Here come the houses. They're going up, and they're going up thick and fast. Thick, fast, and strong. This is absolutely brilliant. This is what we want. I do need to just carefully keep an eye on something. We're only... See, I'm not making a vast sum of money at the moment. The people are coming in a little bit slowly, but they're still coming in. They are still moving in. We've got to go up by another 2 sections on there. Most of this is done over this side now. Let me get rid of that one. Transport, oh, actually, I tell you what, there is one transport thing that I do want to put in, and that is the taxi stand. So, taxis, apparently, they travel around the city, and they just they do different things, but if they don't have, like, a tourist to hail them, they will go to the nearest taxi stand, and then they will see if they can get a customer from there. So, I'm going to drop that taxi stand there, and they're 1,000 apiece. I'm going to drop a taxi stand there, and then I'm going to put a taxi stand there. I'm going to put another one over here. So you don't need, like, loads of them, I don't think. But a couple of them is a good idea. I need another 1,000. Get one more taxi stand. We'll put that one in there. Just one more. We're up to 3 grand a week. Or, you know what? Let's speed this up a bit. I know that it might be a bit risky with the water down there, but I think we're going to be alright. There we go. We've got that one in place. That's that bit. And then education up here. The elementary and high school is fine. It's only the university. I do want to get some university education, but that's 75,000, and at the moment, money is a little bit of an issue. So, we've got the water pouring out over here. Remember to have a look at the newly unlocked building earthquake sensor. Nothing pouring out up the top, so this is the low point, and that's absolutely awesome. It needs to stay as the low point. Right. We're still fine for sewage. It's slowly filling up this area down here. And that's a good thing. That's just fine. We can keep coping with that. So let's go back into here. And I've got a line along there, so I need to just keep working this bit here. And just hope that we've generally got enough money coming in order to be able to finish funding this massive project down here. Now, I'm pretty certain that ultimately this project of mine is not going to work. But I still want to try anyway. Even though I know that it's probably not going to be very successful, I still want to give it a go. I still want to see if I can actually make this work out. Because I think it would be very... Oh, not enough soil now. I think it's going to be very, very cool thing to do. If we could do our game with absolutely no pollution anywhere whatsoever, I think that would be such a very cool thing to accomplish. I feel like we would have really done something then. Something that a lot of people have said to me isn't actually possible to do. You've got to have the water plants going into the river. And I know they remove 85% of the pollution. They don't remove all of it. These here, right? Purifies 85% of the pollution in sewage. So you still get polluted water flowing down the river. And I don't want polluted water flowing down the river. That's one bit that I really don't like the idea of. So we've got there, Firewatch Helicopter Depot, we've got the fire station, and then in here, I got a whole load of new stuff in here as well. We'll get to those. We will get to those. We're just not going to use them yet. If I keep pushing this back tight, when I finally bust this wall down, we're going to have this torrential wave that is just going to, like, burst over the entire countryside. And is really, it's in actual real danger of sort of flooding from there right the way over to this side and causing us a bit of problem. Just a few problems. We'll see. We'll see how that works out. Right. I got that there. I've nearly got this now. It's just whether or not we've got enough soil and also cash. Cash is another issue. I've just got... Yeah, that one's out wide enough. I've just got one more little bit to do. There, that's now high enough. It's that little bit there. That's the same height all the way around. We've actually done it. I just want to widen that a little bit there. And up there as well. We've done this. 7,500. We're back to the city that we were at when we first started this episode. There we go. We just bring that in. There, that's connected up. And I've just got it. There we go. Look, we've just such a little amount left. This is brilliant. We've done it. We've gone all the way round with this wall. And now what I want to do is I want a flood defense wall to go around on top of that in order to make sure that it's absolutely 100% secure. I'm up to 4,500. I'm up to 8,000 people so far. This is still building quite strongly, and it's actually doing really well. I'm quite pleased with this. I'm not going to leave it going super fast for the whole time. I know also that having all of these people coming at once, we are due for quite a considerable death wave at some point, which is not going to be great, but it's going to, you know, I think we'll be all right. 530 people buried. Let's have a look here. Fire safety. Oh, we got a new building there. That's the metro building. Right, fire over there is not good. I do need some fire protection on there, which would be here, I would say. I need to put that fire station on there for them to actually have the full fire protection that they need. Put it there. I'm going to leave that. I'm actually going to slow this down. We're up to 30,000 almost. Another tall radio mast there. Police is looking pretty good, and then we've also got the education. Garbage, I got a little bit over there. Garbage isn't actually too bad, and I still want to do that little experiment with dumping a meteorite on top of here, and I'll go on to that one there. And I've also got this new building, the incineration plant, and that one is going to be very handy, and we can actually afford that one. It's 30 grand, and I got 33 grand. Right, let me get rid of the buildings. I'm going to go back to here. Deep space radar, that's for meteorites. And we want the flood wall. Right. This is the bit that we've been waiting for. So I'm going to bring that one out from there. It's going to come out that way. Space already occupied. This is slope too steep. You gotta be kidding me. It's already... It's no good. We failed at the first hurdle. Landscaping tool. Right, I see. It's gone up just a little tiny bit too high for it there. I'm actually going to bring a little bit of finesse down onto this. And we're going to lower that one down there. Like that. Just bring that in a little bit. There, I think that's a bit better. So then if I go back to the flood wall, and I want to bring it from that point there, that's where I want to bring it out. Slope too steep, distance too short. How is the distance too short? It can't be distance too short. We'll have to bring it out from over here, I think. There. Ah, there we go. Right. Now I can bring it out. And now we've got to stay on top of this newly constructed mountain range. And this is going to be the bit that might be a little bit tricky in places. There. Bring it over to that point. And well, that seems to flow quite nicely. And then over the top there. Okay, I'm liking this so far. Seems to be working quite well, actually. We've, because I didn't like put any sharp corners in this, it seems to have worked and done what I needed it to do. So we want to. This is going to be a little bit more tricky here. No, it's all right. It's coming on round, and we bring it round there. Bring that bit through, and it was here. I was a little bit concerned that it may not work, but no, it's done that bit all right as well. It's going a little bit low there, and also I can't see anything because it's sort of gone foggy. I literally can't see a thing at the moment. Let me just go back to here and make sure that this is it is still the right height. Okay, we'll go on to there, and I want to bring it that way. It's literally just got to go there. Straight that way, and then now where? This is the bit that I'm not entirely sure about. Was where did we go from here? I think there's some there, and then we go back to that. Right. I am going in the right direction. I need to go pretty much a straight line up there and then in that way. If I start it from up there, that's the point that I need to come out of here, like that. And then I want to bring that one round up there and join you in there like that. Right. That is the wall. The wall is now complete. Bring that one down. Actually, I just want to have a look at this and make sure that the wall is at the right height. You can see that line that runs around the bottom of that wall, and that line is unbroken. It stays at that height all the way round. At no point except here. That's the only bit there that we have some problem with, and it's because I need to bring it across there. There's a low point in the wall right there, which is no good to us. And there's also a low point in the wall there. This wall needs to go there on that bit. So we'll have to do something about that. But the rest of it is actually just fine. So what I can do now is I can remove that, and we can take this one, and we're going to remove this wall. I'm going to pause the game. I'm going to remove that all the way along here. I'm going to take out the whole thing, and we're going to have a wave. A massive wave is going to come down and just sweep it away. Yeah, and that bit up there. Right, I'm hoping that doing it like that was the right thing to do. There we go. And right, it's over here that the wave is going to come out. It is going to come out in places elsewhere, but not quite as much. And it's kind of actually just gone over the wall a little bit there. But that is going to be alright. This is just this huge wave coming down through here. Okay, this is actually pretty cool. If I speed this up, it speeds the water up as well. That's fantastic. It's washing away our little monument there. Look at that. Look at the poop wave. We've got an actual flood of poop roaring down across here. But it should be all the same height, so it shouldn't go slopping up over the top there. I mean, I think it's going to anyway. Just because. But look at that. And that's drained out there, so I can now remove some of the wall up there and do some work on it. Now, what's going to happen down here? This is the question. How high is it going to go here? It's going to go up and... No, it's not. It's perfectly safe. We've done it. We've actually done it. This is brilliant. We've rendered it safe. So what I need to do now is there's a couple of little bits that I need to do. Evacuate citizens to... Yeah, we're going to need to build shelters. We'll worry about that later. So, I've got a couple of things that I want to do. I want to remove this wall here like this. And I want to slow that back down again. And then over here. So, the wall needs to go that way. I'll just bring that up a little bit. And I've actually got water flowing out there. I shouldn't have. It's just a little tiny bit. Hopefully, I can still build this from here. There. I can. There. Just like that. So we got a little tiny bit of flooding has come out there, which has affected these, but it shouldn't even waterlog the houses. Little tiny bit of inconvenient poop just pouring out just there. I'll go back to this one. Right, so this wall actually needs to come in a little bit. I will need to remove that there like that. Go back through and remove those over there. Okay, so then I can go back to this one and I can have a look at where the wall is got to run. It needs to come out this way up to about there, and then it wants to come around on that bit and then come in there before it comes over to there. That should be the low point there, I'm hoping. Not the low point, that should be the high point. Yes. Right, that now fits. That goes all the way through. And this one here, it actually goes up a little bit higher over there. That works really well as well. I've got this big long wall in there that I no longer need. I could actually start extracting some of that. If I go to here, I can actually start just lowering some of this down so that we've then got more soil available. I got over $100,000 at the moment, 100,000 monies. So extracting soil doesn't seem to cost us a huge amount of money. I mean, yeah, I've just blown 20 grand on it, but it's not masses. It's not absolutely loads, and removing the soil seems to me to be a rather prudent measure. Do that like that there. And I'm just going to leave that for a minute. I'm going to worry about that anymore for a little while. I have now got loads of room. It's going to take a long time for the poop pool to fill up. Tons of seaweed produced for human consumption every year goes surprisingly well with brownies. Weed of the sea. So the next thing that we would do is we'll start building around the outside. We're going to need to get this area down here next. And we're going to start going all the way round, and we're going to start raising the level of this one by a considerable margin. Before I do that, though, what I'm going to do is, because I don't think I can cannot build on water, so I can put it up there. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to connect Shoreline recommended. I'm going to put a few of these in here, which we'll then have as backups. We're going to need these later on. Actually, no, I don't want to put them there, do I? Let me just leave those right where they are for a minute. And we'll go back up here. I can put these on the shoreline here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got 6 of them there. And I'm going to come out of this one a minute. And we're going to there. I'm going to relocate these. And put them back up there like that. And you, I will relocate and put you up here somewhere. There, I can put that one up there. And you, I can relocate you, and I can put you up here as well. So we've got another one up on the shoreline. We've got a whole line of them up here. Now, I know that I've just spent a load of money on that. There is a very particular reason. If I do it now, I'll be able to join them all in, and they will be able to be used, and that would be a good thing. So if I do that, join them all in, there. It's not going to add in extra. I think I can put the pipe space already occupied. Oh, it's because of that bit. I can put the pipe under here, and put it under there. And I can also put the pipes under the water, but what I can't do is I can't build new ones of these. So, we've now got a capacity of 960,000 a week. The question is, if I've got all these pumps here, is it going to add to the amount that's, like, physically flowing in here or not? I don't think it will. We're already up to nearly 11,000 people. We've got abandoned buildings here. Look at this. It's absolutely flowing upwards. This is brilliant. I need more industrial ground. And I don't want to get too close down here. So we've now got to find more industrial land. This down here, I've been using it for other things. So what I think we'll do is we're going to build a road. It's going to come out from there, and it's going to go up through. We'll upgrade this road. That one there isn't going to do a lot at the moment. And we'll build another industrial zone out that side over there. It's going to be the next thing that we do. But before we do that, there's one little thing that we wanted to do. Have a look at this one. Right. 50% full, because it's taking all of the landfill from there. This one over here is 92% full. Right, this one at 50% full, this is the one that I wanted to test. Before I start the test, now we're on 72,000 at the moment, which is a pretty good rate. Small city. There we go, level 6 unique buildings, small business. We got new policies, new roads, cable cars, new buildings, train station, cargo terminals, and we got all sorts of stuff from the transport DLC one. I'm not really sure what we're going to do about that. We'll have to wait and see. What I haven't built yet is any emergency shelters. I have built absolutely none whatsoever. So I'm going to build some emergency shelters. I'm actually going to build them up this way. So I'll build one there. And I'll build another one over this side over here near the school. I'll build one up here. Building them all on the outside round of the circle at the moment. I figure that's probably a good place to put them. Put one up there. Where no escape routes are present, the shelter has coverage around it like other service buildings. If you want to control which areas use a shelter, mark an escape route to alter the coverage area. Right. We'll keep that in mind. We're not going to do anything about it yet. I'm going to put another one of these. Actually, looking at this map here, another one in here would probably be a good idea. Another one right there. I think that'll help. Just a little bit. Oh no, they've got to come out and they've got to converge on it. So we've got this over here. I'm going to put one of these is going to go in here, except I don't have enough money now. I've now run out of money. I'm going to spend all my money on getting that. So we've got the emergency shelters. Next thing I want to do is I want to see what happens when we drop one of these onto one of those. That's what I want to do. There we go. This is going to probably cost us money. I'm curious if it's just going to, like, remove the garbage. And then can we come along and, like, do some work on it and upgrade it and so on. Look at this in here. This is absolutely wonderful. All of the poop is easily catered for. No issues there whatsoever. We've got enough here to last our city for a little while. And yeah, we've still got a wave sort of traveling backwards and forwards a little bit, but look how high it's got to get. And we've got such a massive basin down here. It's not going to be any issues at all. We've just got the lake of poop is slowly flowing down here. Some of it will be evaporating. This size of pool, I'm certain that some of it will be evaporating. And as we build up money, we're slowly going to build up the banks here of this pool, and I'm hoping that we can make it considerably higher than it is right now. While we wait for that meteorite to income. There we go, pollution. So we've got a bit of pollution around that one, and around there. We've got some pollution up there where the water was spilling out over. It's kind of soaked into the ground a little bit here, but it's not too bad. And then, obviously, we've got a lot of pollution out here. We don't have anything seeping through to the rivers. And I'm assuming that is a very, very good thing. I will be building out here, possibly, some extra flood defenses or something. I'm not really sure. I want to keep that pollution out of the river. That is my absolute top priority. It's keeping the pollution out of the river. Now, where is our incoming meteorite? Disaster. Activates all shelters into evacuation mode. Citizens will travel to shelters and then they can be
Astrologists report that a devastating meteor will strike the city in the near future. Residents should seek shelter immediately if any is available.
Right. Residents should seek shelter immediately. Water, power. If I click evacuate citizens, is it going to delete evacuation route? Draw one. So are they going to go to it or not? I don't know if they're actually going to go to it. I don't really care if they do or not. Ooh, we've got a power situation over there. It missed! I can't believe it. It missed.
A meteor strike
right
has
onto
occurred.
There.
Avoid the impact site and head to shelter if any is available.
The road has been destroyed. Use road upgrade tool to rebuild road or bulldoze it. So what's the road upgrade tool? Oh. Here. Upgrade road. There, that one. Or is it over here? We've got the road maintenance depot. I reckon it's this one here. It's the road upgrade tool. There. Now what have we got? So we got the helicopter coming in, a disaster zone. Repair cost 200. I see. Right, so I can repair the road like that, but then I've got no road at all over here. That one's destroyed. That one I can repair. Cannot upgrade to this type. Click on the destroyed building to see what it was and can it be rebuilt. Services collapsed. Right, landfill site is ready for rebuilding. Landfill site is used for garbage. Let's get rid of you. Rebuild 54% full. Okay, so I put it on there. I did have it. I set that as the impact zone. And this one is no road access now. So the roads got deleted. They don't seem to have done anything else to it, though. Right, I can put that one down through there. And I can go to this one here and come out and join that on there. So we got it back. I have got it joined back up, but it's not a way to delete at the moment, or at least it doesn't look like it. I'm going to try it again. I am going to try this again. Now, I put that one on there. I'm going to put a couple of them. I'm going to do one there, and then I'm going to do another one there, and then I'm going to do one there right in the dead center. I reckon it's going to do a thing. You know, a lot of games will do this. They won't do it direct into one zone. They will, if there's something that can't quite be hit, they'll just keep moving it round and round the very edges of it, and they won't do anything else to it. And it can get a little bit frustrating, to be honest. It really can. But, you know, you can't really blame the game for it. It's just the way it's made. Right, I need another one of those in there. I'm actually going to put 2 of these, and we got to be careful now, because we know that this can cause us some issues with water. Water in the river, in particular. It can cause us a few problems with the water being all used up. I'll put that one up there. I know I don't need to do it. I know I don't need to do it. I'm still going to do it anyway, just because I want to. And then power. Now we have a power. Ooh, a hydropower dam. A hydroelectric dam. Hydropower plant. I'll get it there eventually. I can't really do anything with hydropower at the moment. We'll leave that. This one here requires 50 grand. We got 42 grand. I'm going to get one of those in a minute. As soon as I can, as soon as I'm able. We're up to 9 grand per week anyway, so we ought to be able to get that in a minute. We've got 4 meteorites incoming. Open disaster reports. There, no casualties. Building destroyed 1. Roads destroyed 499 meters. Tree set on fire. Right. So we got one. We got all of those 4 coming in. Still 45,000. Hurry up. I want to get the money. There we go. Is it going to get me? That's just going to...
Astrologists report that a devastating meteor will strike the city in the near future. Residents should seek shelter immediately if any is available. Astrologists report that a devastating meteor will strike the city in the near future. Residents should seek shelter immediately if any is available. A meteor strike has occurred. Avoid the impact site and head to shelter if any is available. A meteor strike has occurred. Avoid the impact site and head to shelter if any is available.
Right, well, interestingly enough, the garbage is gone. Right, the garbage is now being removed. So I can go to the upgrade tool. Take that one. And I can upgrade the road there. And then I can repair that road as well. And I can put a road back here. If I go to you. I can bring that one out. And I can bring it right the way through there if I want to. Put it along there in a straight line like that. And join that in there like that. So we've got the road back, and there's actually now formed a bridge up over that bit. And this is the really interesting bit. The garbage plant it's gone. It's gone completely. There is no garbage left. So we can remove garbage completely from the map. I mean, yes, technically it's a cheat, but I don't care. I've found a way to remove garbage from the map, and I intend to use it. Space already occupied. That's because we got the road on there. I could put it over this side, though. I can put it right in there into the construction site, and I can put another one there, and I can put another one there like that. So I've got 5 of these right here in this spot. It's got to be placed on a roadside. So if I bring a road out there, actually I'll bring it out like that, and I'll bring a road, if I could just do it like that. Bring a road over like that, and there, and then up onto there like that. So we've got a little loop that comes round, and then I can go back to the garbage and just bring it in. I can put one up there. I can't fit another one in. That's a shame. Right, but I can fit one up there as well. I've now got all of these garbage plants, and I know that I can actually use... Look at all of these garbage trucks. We shouldn't have any issues with garbage. Garbage should no longer be any kind of problem. The only thing that we do have problem with is power, and I just went and used up all the power. We've got a lot of garbage over here. I got some garbage situations arising over here, but... There, we got a fleet of them racing up through our roads up here, and that's the 6-lane road there. They're racing up through. It's a 6-lane with the bus lane. I don't think I need the bus lanes on there. Not at the moment, anyway. Not highway. That's the 6-lane with bus lanes. I mean, I suppose I could keep bus lanes on there, but I don't really need them on here, do I? I'm not sure, to be honest. Thinking that maybe I could upgrade this here. Just like that. It's going to allow like a bit more traffic through if I don't worry about just having the bus lanes. Because these vehicles don't just use the bus lane. They don't use the bus lanes. They don't like have priority pass on it. So I will upgrade this all the way through because I don't really need the bus lanes in here. I figure it's just going to make it a bit faster for everybody if I do it like this. So that's what we'll do. There we go. And I'll leave the bus lanes in the other places. There we go. And the bus lanes can come off of it as well. So yeah, bus lanes can stay up on that bit up there, but we won't have bus lanes down here. I figure it's going to just maybe make things a little bit faster for us. At least I'm hoping that's the case. Let's go back into the garbage situation and look at all of these trucks that have come in. We've got a little bit of excess garbage down here. This one is facility full. Okay. So I can actually use this one and I can start emptying it. If I go here and literally just empty building to another facility. There we go. Garbage trucks, landfill site, multiple problems. Building is set to empty its content and therefore not working. That's fine. It can stay being set to empty and it will bring its content all the way over to those 6 over there. This one here is also full. So I will also start emptying that one as well. I got those 2 are both on empty. And then I got those up there, which is going to be a meteor impact zone. I mean, it's great. We can summon meteors from outer space and use them to get rid of garbage. I don't know why people haven't thought of this in the past. I think that the dinosaurs were onto quite a good thing back when they first figured out that you could eliminate a whole load of problems with meteorites. We'll have to wait and see if it works for us as well. It didn't work too badly for them, did it? Best if we move on from there. Anyway, if you've enjoyed this episode, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. We are just going to dump in an oil plant in here. Space already occupied. There we go. That's the nearest one that I can put there. Okay, oil plant. That should... There we go, 360. We get a whole load of extra power coming in for that one. So long as the traffic doesn't get too bad. Most of this traffic seems to be the garbage trucks. We may need to do something about that. I might need a priority route for them. If I bring like a route from here and bring that out to this side. Because I'm also going to be building a industrial zone over here that's going to be out the way. So I'm going to have to do something about industrial zoning everywhere. We'll see when we get to that. Anyway, until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.